Welcome to Ship Taking Live. I have no idea where Pat is. I assume he's adjusting his security cam footage or, getting a 100-foot Ethernet cable to plug into his internet. So Davis and I are going to hold down the fort until he gets here. Davis, the Tri-Managed team is about to ride.
Oh, man, it feels so good knowing that we ended up here with the fourth pick overall in this draft, because I've kind of been warming you guys up for the last 3 days via our DM that I just am not as radicalized as you guys, just kind of being like, well, maybe we take a running back in the second round, maybe we take James Conner, maybe Chris Carson is someone we could take, just really not wanting to have a true ideological draft, not wanting to go full Blair and Hassan.
I will admit I was bummed that we didn't get like the 9 or 10 slot.
I was a little bummed too.
After today, it just more Neanderthals coming out of the woodwork, not understanding zero RB. I was ready to just stick it to them again with a pure team, but they forced us to draft a running back.
Well, truly, we actually, the thing is when you draft from the fourth slot, you can go full ideological, because if you take Alvin Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Ezekiel Elliott, whoever it might be there at 4. I would be cool not taking a running back until Boston Scott, Tariq Cohen.
But you already took a running back, dude. So it's just
it's not even zero.
You modified it, bro, and therefore it doesn't count.
Curious, you say you like zero RB and yet you took one.
You took one in the first, dude. Yeah, cool zero RB draft.
Isn't it funny? It's like the people who are like anti-mask or whatever, and they want to talk about like the masculinity. It's like we're trying to talk about zero RB and anti-fragility, and they're like, well, actually the name isn't correct because technically it's not modified, it's just one running back. It's like, okay, we can't even have this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the deal. We are about to draft from the 4-hole in the Football Guys Championship. This is a tri-managed team with Davis, Patrick, and myself. It looks like the draft is ready to roll here. Shouldn't be too many surprises here. I do want to know who is named Robust RB for life out of the 2-hole, though.
I'm pretty sure it's a friend of ours.
I mean, we can go find out. Like, it's not like that information is available to us as guys in the league.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let me see here if I can see who this is real quick. Wait, Silva's in this league?
STL crew.
No, sorry. This was my pros versus Joes. I don't know why it pulled up like that. My bad.
Did we decide we're on deck? Did we decide if we're on the clock?
We're on the clock right now. I vote Kamara, but I don't care.
Yeah, I was Team Cook, but Pat, I think you guys overruled me on Kamara, right?
I would go either way.
Yeah, I truly.
Davis, you are the tiebreaker. You pick.
So I'm taking Kamara just for the slight chance of if we take Adam Thielen and want to end up taking Kirk as our stat quarterback. So we are going to take Alvin Kamara because I would not want to have Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, and Kirk Cousins all on one fantasy team.
All right.
There it is. So Pat and I in our main event, we started with Alvin Kamara from, what were we, the 5-hole in that one. This one we get him at the 4. I was wondering if we would get a CEH rogue pick here, but it looks
he's gonna go right here at 5. I bet he goes ahead of Dalvin here.
All right, so we got the road of his command center going. We got our draft board.
Oh, Michael Thomas before Dalvin Cook or Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We have a zero RB truther in the draft.
Wow. Passing up. Okay, we do. This is going to be a wild night because I think there's some friends of the show in this draft. I demand, this is like if someone asks you if you're a cop, you have to say you're a cop.
Legally, you have to say. Yeah.
If you are in this draft and also in this chat, you legally have to disclose it right now.
Well, I've heard probably the best thing you can do for your ROI in one of these drafts is to do a weekly free podcast about, really in-depth strategy on all of your picks, and then also do a live stream, at the exact same time.
After announcing your time slot.
Okay, Here we go. We got Chris G here from the 111. That is good to know. That is the thing, to Davis's point. So, we obviously deal with some snipes here and there. If someone was a true agent of chaos, they could really come in here and draft our board in front of us just one round at a time. Just boom, boom, boom. If they ever wanted to do it. I'm just saying someone could do that.
Someone could take Ronald Jones in round 4. They could take Michael Gallup in round 6. They could take Laviska Shenault in round 12. Like they really could, because our plays are pretty broadcast at this point, basically.
This happens to me every single stream. I joke around about getting sniped at the beginning. It's all fun and games. I don't care. And then the first snipe happens and I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
So
Miles will time out this draft. I think we'll be fine.
Miles Sanders goes here at the 109 to Big Sur. This was our argument that we were having via DM to bring people into the to bring people behind the curtain a little bit. I was basically saying, if we pick 9, 10, 11 and Miles Sanders is there, I'm team not radicalized in terms of taking Miles Sanders with that first overall pick.
Yeah, and Darbs is upset at us here for taking a running back. I mean, we've been talking a lot of zero RB shit online, and then we just log in and take Alvin Kamara like a bunch of cowards.
Well, Alvin Kamara is, if you want to give us credit, he's the most like a wide receiver at the running back position of the guys.
He's a super low T running back.
Yeah, he's very
basically a wide receiver.
He might not even lead his team in carries when everything's all said and done.
Yeah. Here's the spin zone. If we draft Alvin Kamara, we only need to draft a few other running backs. If we don't draft Alvin Kamara and start drafting running backs, we got to take 8 of them. So this is actually less painful in having to draft running backs, which none of us want to do. It is an absolute chore that I am loath to do.
Well, I actually love drafting running backs rounds 10 through 16. That feels like that's a blessing to me. Yeah.
Davis, a lot of people want to know what soccer jersey you're wearing.
This is Mesut Ozil's 2014 World Cup championship jersey when they won the World Cup.
German soccer player, correct?
Yeah, German.
Okay. I like this little news. The Draft Sharks draft. I did that draft last night. He said Beers is through 11 rounds in no RBs.
Oh, there we
go. So Beers actually Beers is legitimately more of an ideological drafter than any of us. He actually commits to it in all these public leagues. He did it in the Scott Fish. Well, because I think what he smartly realizes when you're actually not putting any money in on the line, there's no reason not to be an ideological drafter.
But he also has done some hyper fragile drafts where he takes running backs early, so he mixes it up.
For best ball, the math sort of suggests that the hyper fragile approach is actually better to just be like, all right, round 4, Leonard Fournette, we're doing it, and then I'm not taking another running back the whole way. By the way, prayers up for our boy in the 12-hole throwback who took Josh Jacobs. He's sitting there with his rosary beads, just hoping against hope.
The only shocker is him not doubling up with Nick Chubb at the turn.
That's the thing, is when the guy takes Jacobs, you always feel like he's double tapping Chubb.
For sure. All right, we got to decide what we're looking at here.
Let's be a little careful. I think we need to wait like 1 or 2 picks out. I did just want to say, we got Frisco Josh getting in the 0 RB streets, a brother in Christ.
A brother in the good fight. So my thoughts here are there's only one running back on the board I would consider when it comes back to us at the 209. I would imagine it's the same one that you guys are thinking, but maybe not. Austin Eckler.
Didn't he just go?
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
So I think we just go. Hopkins here, right?
So
well, I saw Chris Godwin go at the 201 in a draft.
Yeah, I did. Our drafter.
This is a pretty good value on him.
I'm definitely on board with DeAndre Hopkins. So
I like Hopkins better because in that dead zone in round 6 where after Diggs goes and all the running backs are terrible, you take Kyler and you have your stack done. You don't have to worry about it for the rest of the draft. And also he's a good standalone pick.
Yeah, we got Willis caping up for Julio there.
No, I don't.
Julio's
take
gone.
I don't take.
Julio's gone. Okay, so we are on the clock. Aaron Jones goes. I'm down with Hopkins. I don't have a ton of Hopkins shares, and I like that. Let's do it.
Okay, so now our question is: are we sitting here, looking at Zach Ertz and Mark Andrews as our primary targets for the next round, or do we kind of just let that go and just go DJ Moore?
That's the nice thing about this early third is there's lots of directions. We know there's going to be a wide receiver that we like.
Yeah. I have been very much on the Andrews side of this, and I have a lot of Andrews, but I would be happy to get another share. I really like him.
And I mean, so win rate stuff for managed leagues. We were talking about this earlier in our DM group as well. Like the win rate stuff for managed leagues is a lot different. But that being said, in the FFPC scoring over the last several years, it's just been true that you've really have needed one of those elite tight ends and the tight end premium scoring to just to be above to have an above average win rate. So
we might be in a sharp draft if Juju is going late second.
Yeah. Robust RB for life is a confirmed listener.
Well, that's Guilds, right? Or no,
Guilds.
Buddy Guilds would never.
Guilds has too much branding.
Guilds is about to go Le'Veon Bell, Leonard Fournette here.
Ramon Azteca says, are you guys concerned of Hopkins opting out? This is the first I heard of it. My life is just people on a stream asking me
if guys are going to opt out.
I'm concerned. I'm like, what did I miss about Hopkins now?
I haven't seen anything about him opting out.
Most recent thing I have on Hopkins is a ArizonaCardinals.com report on him expecting to become best friends, quote unquote, with Kyler Murray.
Okay, I thought you were going to say best friends with a infectious disease.
Wow, guys, DJ Moore goes.
Look at we've radicalized Guilds. Guilds goes
DJ Moore, Allen Robinson. He's been radicalized.
Guilds just 3 weeks ago was saying, "How are you going to decide?"
Mark Andrews just went, dude. Robust for life is a full on. He's in the chat.
Yeah,
reveal yourself.
So we are going Amari or Ertz, depending on who's there. Then.
Holy cow. Yeah, are we on the clock right now?
No, we have 45 seconds. I mean, obviously I think we're all Ertz here.
What about Mike Evans?
I prefer Ertz to Evans. I prefer Cooper to Evans, but again, I don't care.
We have Ertz here. This is a tough spot. I'm with you guys. Evans and Ertz are the two guys I'm looking at here.
Davis likes Cooper over Evans, but I am also interested in Ertz here.
The thing about Ertz is the thing about taking a tight end early is, we all like Gesicki, Fant, Hawkinson, so on and so forth. And if you take a tight end this early, you're probably not taking that guy.
Well, I want nothing to do with Gesicki, so
we'll talk about it later in the draft.
But let's definitely take Ertz.
I do think structurally Ertz is the play, and it also it just frees us up with optionality. Let's do Ertz.
We got Ertz. So not to give away too much of the strategy here, but I actually in the Drafters Best Ball Championship, one of the things I've been trying to do is load up on quarterback tight end stacks, because I just think that's a little bit less common of a way people go. I think people they think the unilateral way of wide receiver plus quarterback, and they spend their draft doing that. So I've been trying to do the Higbee, Goff, and Ertz, Wentz stack a bunch this last week.
Yeah, I like that too.
Can we just?
And I like Higbee. I like the Higbee call.
I just want to pull back and let you guys know what happened. We went on Twitter and we asked for some sick FFPC robust RB fish to join our draft. Out of the 1 and 2 hole, we got Guilds and a guy literally named Robust RB for Life, and they both had nut sharp drafts from those 2 holes. I mean, we were begging them to come in with these robust RB drafts. We got Michael Thomas going 5. Have we radicalized everyone and screwed ourselves? Have we owned ourselves?
I think perhaps we are in a self-owning situation here, in which we have in fact been owned.
Yeah, who would have thought that announcing your draft and asking people to join it and then live streaming your picks would have been a self-own, but somehow
it did in fact end up being a self-own.
Juju and DJ they never go in the second round.
By the way, someone again who probably listens to the show, James Conner, goes 305.
It's not a bad start.
And I don't know if you saw here, but Chris G says he's taking Rojo at the 5'11".
I mean,
so,
buddy, he's not going to be on the board at the 5'11", if you know what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Look at the X slot there. Mahomes to Kelsey with Eckler. That's not bad.
Yeah, he got the running back in there. That is a very good start.
Guys, I'm pre-tilting. I already see this draft just being such a headache.
I mean, I just like
headache.
I will just say that I'm not expecting to have a great return on my investment for this. Obviously, I would hope that we don't live stream the waiver show. I would hope that we leave the waivers for the next morning at least.
We're definitely live streaming the waivers. That's our whole thing.
Yeah. The subtitle of this show is just owning ourselves. It's putting things out there that are ultimately just going to drive us into a fit of rage.
It's good for content.
Jagle says, spent the past few weeks of my life monitoring potential opt-outs, and Nuke hasn't been on that radar. Ramona Azteca.
Thank you, Dave.
I don't know why you tried to scare us with this, but it's not cool.
Did you write that blurb today on Rojo? That was so infuriating. There's this great news on Rojo, and then the takeaway was, hey, it probably won't be that good.
Oh man, yeah. Actually, let's just do it now. Pat, the bombshell comes out. They say Rojo is our generation's Christian McCaffrey. How are you handling it? Do you still have an erection from the time that blurb came out?
Rock hard. And the thing is, I think that they gave us the wrong quote. So here's Rojo's the main guy quote. You've seen that one. But then there's another quote when you actually go to the story from Arians. He, meaning Rojo, improved dramatically from last April to December. He has shown that he's the guy. He is a guy with a lot of talent. He is excellent in the screen game. His run after catch is good. Just for him, how much can he expand it? But I have all the confidence in the world in him. He put a lot of time in working out and catching balls to improve his hands in the offseason, and it's showing up already. He's going to catch passes, guys. He's going to get those screens. Oh,
I feel like I'm at a spoken word poetry night right now. He's going to catch passes. I'm already tilting. We made fun of the Josh Jacobs owner, and he follows it up with 3 insanely good wide receiver picks. Adams, Ridley, Brown. Tonight is going to be frustrating.
Our queue is already getting beat up here, boys.
They're gonna force it. Like, I already see it unhappy. We're gonna take like David Montgomery in the 5th round. Like, I mean, that's where we're headed right now.
Probably we just take Ronald Jones, right?
No.
Look, we just come on, dude. We gotta take Ronald Jones.
No, we're gonna head over to the command center. We're gonna make an informed decision.
So right here at the 409. My vote is probably Shark, but no real preference between Shark, Sutton, Diggs, Metcalf, McLaurin, Lockett. I think they're all very similar.
One of these sick fish have to start drafting Bell, David Johnson, and Chris Carson. I was promised robust RB drafters who would be gobbling up these guys. Where are you?
They don't care, bro.
Now look at how many teams we have with 3 wide. We got 0 RB and modified 0 RB guys in here. I mean, this is sick.
So, Pete, do you have a preference on I think my top 2 of those wide receivers are Chark and McLaurin. We took McLaurin in the main, and I was the one pushing that. But I don't mind Chark if you guys want to go the other way.
So the one thing about taking Chark is we all really like Laviska, obviously. You like Laviska a little bit less when you already have Shark. Not that it's like a massive concern, but if
you're kind of fading Shark a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so I see. I guess I don't see it that way. I think Laviska is cheap enough that it doesn't matter. That it doesn't matter. I mean, if it was like the CeeDee Lamb 8-9 range, then it's too expensive. But
okay, yeah,
I'd like to go Chark here.
Yeah,
I'm on board.
Okay,
all right, let's do Chark. That gives us some options.
You just wanted to say optionality again. I mean, go ahead and say it before I cut you off. But you could just.
I'm turning into Peter Jennings, where he has like his buzzwords, like he listens to.
I love the optionality of drafting a wide receiver in round 4. Like, it's just really good optionality to either start him or not start him. So I really like that.
All right, let's see if Guild's in robust RB for life relapse. They got to relapse here.
Leonard Fournette is on the board.
They can't help themselves. You guys can't help themselves. You think it's a bit to draft like us, but deep down you can't do it.
Okay, so
he did. He took McLaurin.
Who is Robust? Hey, you have to announce yourself right now. Who is Robust RB5? That's an ironic nickname. Announce yourself now. We will draft Chris Carson. In fact, I would love to draft Chris Carson.
I mean,
we're not drafting Chris Carson after Rojo, guys. The next pick here is Rojo.
Play the game, Pat, you idiot.
I mean, I would rather Chris Carson than Rojo, but I think both of them should be the guys we consider for our next picks. Yeah.
I think Chris Carson is an absolute smash. I can't believe he's falling here. I mean, if I was at the 4-5 turn and let Chris Carson escape from my clutches, I would be laughed out of this industry.
I might if Guilds continues without like not doing a bit. I might unmute him on Twitter.
All right,
Robust.
He's here.
I don't know if we can. Oh my God, Guilds, you've never drafted
Metcalf.
You've never drafted like this in your life.
He's only
Guild is literally just trolling us.
Yeah. He's finally doing a good draft, but like as a bit.
Yeah.
Like
he's gonna win 500K as a bit.
Winning 500,000 as a bit. God, Guilds. And your stupid little Danny Dimes avatar. I hate you.
I'm doing math for the first time, but as a bit.
Oh my goodness. Is this true? Do you have Guilds muted on Twitter, Davis?
Yeah, I mean he's one of my longtime mutes. I think he is one of the most intolerable guys on Twitter.
Okay, well I can't wait for him to take Sutton now after that.
No, I think he goes
Marquise
Diggs.
Brown.
Oh, Marquise Brown? Yeah. Wow, so we just backed into Chris Carson here probably?
Okay. Let's see here.
Wow, Carson and David Johnson are both on
I'm
the
not
board.
even talking. I don't trust Robust RB for life.
David Johnson.
Gormanji, I am not giving you anything. We are not talking. We are withholding what we are going to do until you make your pick. We will let the clock run down. We will vamp. Lord knows Davis and I can bullshit about something for 30 seconds. Don't try us.
I mean, I've already given away our strategy here.
Look at everyone in the chat debating TJ and Carson. I mean, come on.
Dude, there was I gotta say, there was a pretty convincing David Johnson profile that just came out today about like how hard he's been working this offseason.
Oh my God, dude. He took Cortland Sutton.
Okay. God damn it.
Look, guys, I didn't want this to be the running back draft, but
we literally have to take Chris Carson.
Why wouldn't we take Ronald Jones? Ronald Jones is a better pick than Chris Carson.
Chris Carson is a better pick than Ronald Jones.
Come on, Chris Carson? Oh, he's got some hip injury. Rojo's healthy. His calves are huge.
Literally
he's looking great.
0% to be available here, Chris Carson. I'm sorry, Pat. I thought we were going to take Ronald Jones.
We cannot take a running back and not have it be Ronald Jones. Let's take
Okay,
Stephon
fine.
Diggs.
Whatever. Let's take Ronald Jones.
I can't do this. We're taking Ronald Jones in the early 5th as a bit?
It's not in the bit.
Chris Carson is a straight up better pick than
Chris
Ronald
Carson
Jones.
or Diggs.
I'm sorry, man.
I'm not taking Ronald Jones.
I'll take Diggs. I will not take Chris Carson.
It's Chris You're outvoted, Pat. We both want Chris Carson. We have 17 seconds.
But you guys are good with Diggs as well, right? Let's go Diggs.
I'm not good with Diggs. Well, Carson.
We have a running back.
Literally 0% he is here.
You guys do it.
Carson is the pick. He's at the top of the queue.
Ronald Jones. Let's go Diggs, dude.
All right, we took Diggs.
Whew.
Oh, I don't feel good about that. I don't feel good about that.
Oh my God.
I think that was a mistake, probably.
God, I should have came in here and bullied Pat. At least we got off of Rojo. I mean, what a landmine in the early 5th.
Well, here's the thing: is you guys just set up for me to be in your ear about Cam Akers in 14 picks or whatever.
See, Cam Akers to me, and almost 24 picks later, is a lot better pick.
Oh man, and Carson continues to fall.
Remember when Davis in our chat earlier to say we're not going to be arguing much tonight, boys? We literally I almost shut down the stream before the 6th round.
And of course, team Spearmint Rhinos, just FFPC grinder, just scoops up the value, gets Chris Carson 20 picks after ADP. He's going to toss it out there. Guilds is going to be DMing him about how He's having such a good draft.
Here's the thing. This particular draft has been very wide receiver heavy. We already missed out on a bunch of wide receivers we like. Diggs wasn't coming back. I actually think Diggs was a pretty sweet pick.
So this is why Diggs was a bad pick. One, I probably like Gallup better anyways, if I'm really being honest with myself. I just think that team has so many more pass attempts. But two, it's probably unrealistic to take Fuller and Hardman at their ADPs now. And I consider those guys to have so much better chances of being league-winning players.
Spearmint Rhino is such an amazing draft. I love the Spearmint Rhino too.
I have a hard time imagining Hardman being a league-winning player.
Blair bursts through the door like the Kool-Aid man. What?
I mean, I think in best ball and stuff, he's gonna have those spike weeks. But I do think that Fuller could be a league-winning player for sure.
I will say one thing that's nice. Some people in the chat have mentioned it. We have lots of stack options at nice price points.
Yeah, we can take Josh Allen, we can take Carson Wentz, we can take Kyler Murray. It's not too bad. A lot of optionality with that Steph Diggs selection.
No, this is what I will give Pat is this draft is extremely wide receiver heavy relative to typical drafts, and we all agree that the whole wide receiver is deep is actually bullshit. And there isn't a ton. And I do like Diggs, and I do think Diggs is undervalued. I think it stings a little bit because we were having to draft him, 7-8 picks ahead of ADP. But
we could have taken the guy who's going 20 picks after his ADP.
Here, I'm not even
on Carson though, so
I'm not even really on Carson either, but you just have to look at his range of outcomes and accept that the team giving him 280 carries is in that range of outcomes.
Henry Muto. Why are you not in this draft?
We wanted to join this draft. We were begging running back truthers to join this draft, and instead we have running back truthers doing a bit drafting wide receivers who join this draft. I mean, this is so fucked up.
I mean, Guild's doing a bit and taking Marquise Brown in the 5th round is really tilting me. Our boy lied about taking Rojo at the 5'11".
He says he lied. He announced he lied. But I will say I actually don't think he'll get back.
At the 602. Oh no, he's not getting back to us.
Yeah, I don't think so.
There's no way. There's no way he's getting back.
And Cam Akers.
There's no way Ronald's making it back to us.
So now we are about to make the worst pick of the draft, which is your 6th and 7th round picks when you already have 3 wide receivers, because the wide receiver board becomes all. I know you guys like Jarvis Landry. I know you're not particularly concerned about the health or anything like that. I'm not.
You're not into it. Okay.
It's not me.
Look at the chat is already throwing the towel on this team. You guys will have to do another one of these.
With Davis.
I mean, we should do another one. I love these, and the live draft podcast genre is my favorite, but the problem is a lot of guys who do them are not entertaining.
Dude, Kyler Murray just went. We just got sniped on our stack.
Kyler Murray's now going in the early 6th.
So not only
when we're in the draft
ahead of Dak Prescott, Mr. Everyone's QB3 is Dak Prescott, but not in our draft. Nope.
So,
goddamn.
Not only does Kyler Murray go, but if we're looking for that upside quarterback, we don't have the built-in Dak Gallup stack that you can do in the best ball championships, because FFPC drafters are generally a little bit ahead of the market, and Gallup is already gone. So trying to build in that back door is not great.
If I shut down the stream after round 7, thank you guys for coming out tonight. I appreciate it.
Well, I mean, Pat, we got 2 picks that we're sweating here.
Oh, you don't think I know that, Davis?
So we're fading partner in crime and Ernest T. Bass.
What are you? Just please, one of you, for the love of God.
No, don't do it.
Just don't put us all. Put Pat out of his misery.
Don't do it to me.
I cannot deal with this. Chris, you were supposed to take him. You promised.
We're up next. Just one more. Ernest T. Bass.
We got one more.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Don't do it, man.
What about Ronald Jones, T-Bags?
Don't do it.
Come on.
Stop rooting against me.
anything but making me take Tyler Boyd when people know.
This is the longest sweat of my life. Come on, Ernest T-Bass. Don't do it.
Grow some tea bags, brother.
Marlon Mack's on the board.
Boom.
Took Evan
Boom.
Ingram.
We got him.
We got him, boys.
We
got Ronald Jones.
Ronald Jones. Oh, wow. What a tactical error that would have been to take Ronald Jones in the 5th round. Pat, we did it, buddy. We did it.
We did it.
You were not allowed to victory lap Ronald Jones here because you wanted us to take him around earlier. You are not allowed to.
Listen. I was playing 3-dimensional chess. I knew if we took Carson, we weren't getting Jones on the way back. So I talked us into a wide receiver, and then we got Jones.
Buddy, when you're drafting with me, I'm actually reasonable about these things, and I would have allowed us to take a 3rd running back.
I actually wouldn't have wanted to take a 3rd running back.
People act like you had a child. Congratulations, Pat.
Thank you.
So our queue though, our queue is wrecked of guys that we like just demolished.
I think stack shit aside, I think we should consider a quarterback here just structurally because of the same point you just made about
our queue being crushed. So this
there's
is
no quarterbacks
why
that make sense for a team.
That's like if we take Dak, that we're committing to taking Lamb ahead of ADP or Jarwin ahead of ADP. If we're taking Deshaun,
I actually kind of like Jarwin.
I mean, I'm a noted Blake Jarwin truther.
To me, like, trust me, I fucking love stacking, but it's a tiebreaker. Like, you're not going out of your way. If the board is flat and Dak, who's generally going QB3, is now falling to the early 7th, I don't have a problem.
I mean, guys, I mean, Dak Prescott is. I love him more than I love some of my own family members, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I think that's probably the pick. Like the next wide receiver, if Landry's out, is probably Christian Kirk, but we don't want to double naked.
Yeah, we really don't. Yeah, it really doesn't make much structural sense. I mean,
there's no running backs I like here.
The grown ass man, Hunter Henry as well.
Yeah, it's really early for those guys to me, or at least for grown-ass man.
Yeah,
Hunter Henry's not a bad pick, I guess.
I don't think we need to be involved with this tier of tight end after taking.
And Pat has already made, and Peter has already made one, panic Hunter Henry selection in this draft offseason. So making a second one is probably inadvisable.
Wow, that's cruel. I thought that there's some places we don't go, and one of them is mentioning me taking Hunter Henry
in the 6th round.
And the Pro show. Maybe
I didn't listen to all that podcast yet. I didn't know that you also. I was too busy like chortling at myself about the Godwin misclick.
Yeah.
He also took Henry.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson goes.
Okay, well that's ridiculous. All right,
I think we got to take Dak here.
We got to take Dak.
Yeah. You know what I love about taking Dak, Davis? It's the optionality that it gives us. Oh wow, we didn't even have a discussion. Davis just
Davis he did that with Jones to the point that I actually thought we got sniped. He picked it so fast.
Buddy, there's no point in talking about it if we all are on board.
A little bit of a conversation just in case.
There literally is not anyone else in this ADP. Like if you pull up the RotoViz command center, you look at all those guys who are like 0% probability to be where we are selecting. They're all guys I'm like stone cold fading, like AJ Green, Darius Geis, Marlon Mack. These are guys I truly have none of through like 300 drafts.
And it's a sick spot because in general, again, Dak normally goes, and then we're getting Kyler there to get the stack, and it all works out happily ever after.
But I mean, I like Dak better. I have Dak projected for more points anyway.
You're so sad about this draft.
This draft sucks, dude.
No, this draft is fun.
It's actually a pretty good team. It's actually a pretty good team.
It's a pretty good team.
Look, I would take this team over the quad manage team.
Wow, bang bang.
You just have Marlon Mack on that team. It sucks, dude.
No,
we did for a second.
Almost had Marlon Mack.
He was on the team for about 3 seconds.
Hassan was like so offended by the idea of Marlon Mack, and
then he was pitching Carlos Hyde though. So
it's hard to pin
mysterious.
Hassan down.
Yeah.
This team is actually pretty good. I'm coming around on this draft.
I love it. Hey, so when are we? We're probably gonna have to reach for our buddy Blake and maybe for CD.
I'm actually cool taking CD with our next selection.
So let's check some ADP here. I mean, he has a 78% chance of being there at our next spot.
I think 92 with the next at our next pick. 78 at the one after. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, let's maybe chill a little bit. I don't think we have to take CD coming up here. I think.
But who do we? So who do we like more though? I think this is early for. Well, I mean, don't let me be the guy bringing condoms to the party, but James White does probably make some structural sense with this team.
I can't do another running back here. I've given so much.
Oh my God, Jalen Reagor just went.
Yeah, so that's the thing about taking wide receivers. Dude. Yeah.
Wait, how did?
So that's the thing about wide receivers in this draft is they're all like look at Gallup, look at Parker, look at Hilton, look at Boyd. These guys are all going ahead of ADP in this draft.
Yeah, it's a good thing we got Diggs. Seriously,
no,
I'm
seriously
serious.
If we would have gone Carson Rojo, oh my God,
we would have gone Carson Rojo.
That's a robust running back draft.
The counselor would have tried to buy a piece of this team.
Dude, Hurricanes draft is sick. He went Kenyon Drake, Kittle, and then 5-6 wide receivers in a row.
Why? How is this the one FFPC draft where everyone actually drafts optimally? How did we get that one?
Because
we announced we were doing it.
We asked for people
to join.
Yeah, I mean, so by the time we get to the board, Lamb is going to be the highest ADP wide receiver on the board. I think skipping Lamb here is a tactical mistake.
I completely agree. Rager's already gone. There's no reason to get cute.
I mean, I think it's 50-50 for Lamb to even be there when we are up in 4 picks.
Me too.
So I think our backup plan should be. I mean, do we think?
Right?
Jesus, get out of here.
Well, I was gonna say we could think about taking one of our 0 RB guys, or we could take my boy McCole.
I'm actually on board with that. I need some more wide receiver firepower, and if we don't want to go the double Nate, like Kirk is normally who I'm smashing here, but
Kirk, we don't want Kirk.
We can't go double.
Yeah.
By the way, the team we were talking about, that's Chris G. That's why he's got a sick team.
Okay. Well, there are officially no wide receivers left on the board ahead of
because we have
Lamb.
We have Guilds is tilting us by taking wide receivers at the 1 hole.
Guilds
Robust
has literally
RB for life
never
is in the
taken
chat.
DJ Moore there before.
Yeah. There's 3 drafters in this draft that are basically
James White
drafting
goes, Madison goes. We're sweating 2 picks now for CD.
People in the chat are saying we should have pivoted to robust RB.
It's time for a brand. It's time for a brand switch.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some testosterone pills and pivot my brand. Goodness, I'm pissed.
Davis, do you want to do a secret one of these where we don't announce it?
Right. Yeah. Well, what we could do is we could just record it offline.
That's what Levitan and Silva do, and that's like
that's
insanely more optimal.
You know what? That's what I've done in the past. Why don't we do another one next week, not on air, and let's just see what happens.
No, I'm
going around. Pat and I can do it without inviting you.
You guys can do whatever you want. You can draft all your little pet players and jerk each other off. But no,
Ronald Jones in the 6th. That's a moment that lives in infamy.
That's a good pick. I go into the eye of the storm. I go into the eye of the hurricane, if you will, and I will continue to get my guys. I will not back down. Have I tilted? Yes. But does that mean I will not rally? I will rise.
Okay, we're on the clock. Oh, captain, my captain, and we're on the clock at the 8:09. And CD Lamb is here. I think we are all in agreement.
Captain Ahab over here.
Just take CD Lamb.
We took CD Lamb. So our team through 8 rounds now is Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Hopkins, Zach Ertz, DJ Shark, Steph Diggs, Ronald Jones, Dak Prescott, CD Lamb. Pete, I love the optionality that we've built into this team. We have 12 more rounds. We don't have to take another quarterback. We've taken our quarterback, right? And we can take TJ Hawkinson. Oh no, he's already off the board. So all of our favorite tight ends are
they're gone.
They're all gone.
Look at the team from the 2-hole. I hate it. That's the team I draft. That's my team. You know what the fun thing is?
He's in the chat.
Kind of a low T team, bro.
If we draft a bunch of running backs after this, I can say round 8 came in like a lamb and out like a lion.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So I gotta say, this fella who just took Judy ahead of Lamb, Ernest T. Banks, I don't know if he's a fan of us and just wanted us to complete our stack, but that feels like literally unjustifiable to me. Like I don't think there's a way you could convince me into that being good.
I don't like it either.
There's a lot of things I don't like right now, guys. We're trying to work through it. What do you guys think about Damian Williams? He's popped up here at the top of our list.
Well,
what round do we take DeAndre Washington in? Like 12?
Yeah.
This board is the grossest thing I've ever seen in my life. I mean, what are we doing?
Peter, our team is really good. And
I know. I'm sorry. I need to. Damn it. He took me Cole. I wanted me Cole.
Yeah, I don't. So I actually.
Guild sucks, dude.
So a couple things here. One, we're almost on the clock. Backup tight end, flex starter tight end is need for us. Before I try and sell you, sell me on taking Jarwin here, Pat, because I noticed he is in the queue, and I don't think I did that. So I would like, because I like that pick. So I want you to sell Peter on it.
I was kind of putting him in to have him. I think by ADP, there's such a good chance he comes back. Well, there's 52% chance he comes back. Now, I would prefer to go with Zach Moss here.
I was just going to suggest Moss.
Yeah, or maybe Tony Pollard.
I knew we were going to take Zach Moss.
And you want,
with Ronald Jones, it does make sense to take more of a standalone value as opposed to a contingent value guy. Though obviously, I prefer Pollard straight up to Moss. So we have 26 seconds on the clock here. Jarwin, Pollard, and Moss. What's your vote, Pete?
My vote is deep breaths. I would prefer to go Moss here.
Pat?
I also prefer Moss.
All right. Well, we're gonna take Moss. I don't think it's great. I think that's probably Moss. I think taking. I know you guys feel very good about his ability to contribute right away. The reason why I don't is the things that I expect him to be good at the NFL level are things that Singletary already demonstrated the ability to do. So I think it might just end up being a situation where either the guys are very interchangeable and you don't feel super comfortable starting them any given week, or if Moss doesn't get that goal line work, like he is just going to be a Sean Green ass running back, like 180 carries, 670 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns over the course of a season. You know what I mean?
That's fair, but I just think there's such a high chance he gets that work. I mean, they said that he would have that role. The other back there is TJ Yeldon, who I think is a very long shot to have that role. He could make the receiving pie split up 3 ways potentially, which wouldn't be good, but I do think that Moss is a pretty strong favorite for the goal line role, and Singletary didn't really show any ability there. I mean, he wasn't used on the goal line last year.
No. Where he was used was as a pass catcher. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But he wasn't super efficient as a pass catcher. So, and Moss was actually a really good pass catcher in college. So I think there's some
Singletary. I mean, the thing about Moss, I just cannot get over how freaking slow Moss is, dude. I really can't get over it.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but I mean, he's basically like a shifty runner, and he's big enough to win with power. So I don't, he wouldn't be the first guy like that to succeed.
Well, you know what? I like him a lot better than AJ Dillon, who went the pick directly after him. So
yeah, I also think that since we have Ertz, if we do get sniped on Jarwin, that'll really suck. But you can still find tight ends on the waiver wire here. You can find tight ends.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't get Jarwin, I think we're saying that we are going to be playing the who is the Jets tight end who randomly smacked Ryan Griffin? Like we're playing the Ryan Griffin game all year long.
Yeah, exactly.
which is mostly fine. Obviously we are hoping that isn't a position that we end up relying on. We just and also I do like taking Jarwin and Lamb in the same draft because you're kind of locking up whoever ends up getting that third job for the Cowboys, regardless or depending on who it is.
Right. And if Dak just totally smashes, then you have pieces.
Yeah. Pete, how you feeling? You haven't spoken there in a little while.
I'm tilting. I don't know why. I think it's because we're now going to have to be aggressive with some more wide receiver targets. This is more running backs I'm comfortable with through 9 rounds.
Well, the thing is, the running backs remain the values, which is
the running backs are the good picks here.
Yeah, because we are weak at wide receiver.
Building our draft backwards, something you guys have been talking about on the show. We already know that in N'Keal Harry, Laviska Shenault, Brandon Ayuk, for me, Paris Campbell is someone that I like. James Washington is someone that I like. There are plenty of good wide receivers for us to build our roster out with here.
By the way, we should have taken Tony Pollard with Dak. That was probably a mistake.
Well, I let you guys. I let you guys do what you needed to do.
Look at X.
You should have brought the stack. That would have sold me. Damn.
Have we need to take
a true high T draft.
Dude, let's hang out. I need to do this. Travis Kelce, Austin Eckler, Mahomes. I was on board. I was actually on board with this start. And then we go Melvin Gordon, Raheem Mostert, Mark Ingram, Hunter Henry, James White, Phillip Lindsay. I am levitating on testosterone. Oh my God. Throw up the X.
All right. Well, we got one of them. Where were the other 5?
He's going to be pretty surprised when he realizes you have to start too. Oh my God. He's about to draft Cole Beasley here and totally redeem himself. Oh my God.
I mean, imagine waiting into the 10th round to draft a wide receiver.
It's pretty brutal.
That's how it feels like to me. Seriously, if you think wide receiver is deep, look at the board right now. Okay? It is not deep. Wide receiver
is really not. Yeah.
It's only deep because people take these terrible running backs for so many rounds in a row, and then the wide receivers that just went in this draft where they should go.
James White goes in the 7th round, and people wonder why you're able to get good wide receivers late. Let's I'll
do a shot of tequila if X takes another non-wide receiver right now. I will go off. I will get my 1800 tequila because there is no way, and I shouldn't do this on a school night, but I will. If come on. I mean, there's no way. He has to. He has to take a wide receiver.
Don't tell him what he has to do, bro.
I'm really excited for him to take a running back.
Everyone will do a shot if he takes a nod.
I got one tip.
You have some bootleg moonshine flask over there.
It's a mezcal mule.
Okay. What is that, from some hip New York hipster bodega?
It's from a speakeasy that is now serving to-go cocktails because of COVID.
Of course, it was a speakeasy.
It's literally
the paper champs.
You guys probably heard. He took Austin Hooper. The guy without a wide receiver just took Austin Hooper, his 3rd tight end. He started with Travis Kelce. He does not need tight ends, and his flexes are totally filled by running backs, so he can't even flex them. He's so screwed.
Dude,
this is the worst draft.
Look, sometimes you just gotta log in and own the libs.
Oh, it's so good. I love this guy. He just does not care.
Oh my God, this sick fish.
We literally asked for.
We got to take a shot, guys.
Yeah.
You're in the chat. Take a shot. We're drinking to X.
Oh, that was a big one. But that's how. I mean, this start. Oh my goodness.
Unbelievable.
Here's to lighting $350 on fire, X. We love you.
All right, we are up in 1 pick. I think our options here are Blake Jarwin.
Let's not name the other option because there's an option I have in the queue who I think is the option.
I think that's probably our next pick, Pat.
Oh, Pat wanting to reach for someone he likes? That doesn't sound like a shocker.
Oh, yeah. God forbid we go ahead of ADP. It's so efficient.
Jarwin's the pick if he's here.
Yeah, Blake
he
Jarwin's
is.
the pick. He's here.
Jarwin's the pick. We get our double stack.
Okay.
Silva is at home looking at this Cowboys double stack, just doing a slow clap. Nailed it.
So our final 8 picks, we need to get 3 wide receivers and 5 running backs, right?
And then Pat and I are drunk. We can't think about positional allocations anymore.
We have 3 running backs. I think we need maybe to tilt a little heavier toward wide receiver.
Oh, shocker.
Heavier.
Well, we only have 4 wide receivers.
It's terrifying.
That's pretty rough. It's terrifying.
It's incredibly rough.
Okay, I'm gonna go through right now and add the 0 RB guys, just so that we are thinking about it.
All right, I'll add some too. Oh wow!
So
okay, this is good.
So with our next pick, might I suggest?
So look, I'm okay going, because I do agree that I think the value is at running back right now, but then there's going to be a string of picks where we have to hammer wide receiver.
So there are 2 guys that should be available.
You going with private chat? All right, because I very strongly think.
Well, do we just take, because it's the 3 of us all drafting together and he's all of our favorite picks, should we just take our guy right here that we love the most?
I think so.
Because it would be a damn shame if we left this draft without him, right?
Yeah, and I don't want to get cute with and it's actually for once the positional need.
I gotta say I prefer this guy to your guy that I just put in the private chat, Pat.
Okay.
Really? All right. I mean,
mostly for brand purposes. The thing is I think there's a, let's say 45% chance that he gets back to us at our 12th round pick.
I think there's more than a 45% chance because the type of people that would take him really don't need him right now.
Okay, then I think that we should take a running back here then. Because that would get
so carry on is pretty interesting.
Carry on or Edmonds for me here.
No interest in Antonio Gibson?
No, same tier.
I don't feel strongly over him, but I do. I guess do we feel like we're playing chicken here? I mean, we have 4 or 5 names we like, and I want 2 of them at least.
I will give you guys very good odds that 2 of them that we really like are going to be there for us at 12-13.
Carry on just went. I'd really like to get Gibson if we're going running back now. Now that Carry
I don't mind Gibson. I don't have any shares in FFPC contests. Davis, where are you on Gibson? You said you like Edmonds. I do think I prefer Gibson.
I like Edmonds more, but fine with Gibson.
Okay. Do you see any standalone value for Edmonds?
Yeah, I mean Kenyon Drake. Basically, he had 1 game as a true workhorse for them.
The thing with Edmonds is that he didn't really catch many passes, even in that 3-week stretch where he exploded, and he wasn't really used on the goal line. So I'm a little bit worried about Edmonds.
The thing about Gibson, though, is he is in the grossest mire situation. The Washington backfield is the worst situation to try and allocate the touches in fantasy football.
But ambiguous backfields is what we want to target for 0.
You know what? That's true. Boom. We're drafting Gibson. That's literally the number one thing that any 0 running back research will tell you is those backfields that you can't figure out are actually where you should be taking guys.
Yep. And he's super athletic and he catches passes.
And you know what? He's got he's got outs in the sense of they're actually very thin at wide receiver now. They're going to be playing guys like Cam Sims and Darvin Kidsey, and they don't really have a tight end. He has outs to be a guy who's listed as a running back in the FFPC who actually just is playing slot wide receiver.
Yeah, who's a wide receiver. Yeah, totally.
Oh, Chase
Edmonds. Because Sims is good, but I don't think he wouldn't necessarily prevent them from using Gibson in that type of role.
No, I mean Sims is a prototypical. You're very excited about taking him in the 18th round, but then after he has a 54 catch, 840 yards, 6 touchdown season. He goes in the 6th round, and he's like undraftable at that ADP.
Okay, Chris is threatening to snipe us again. Last time he threatened us, you let Rojo come back to us.
No,
so
Yeah.
he is. He's gonna.
Chris, I'm not afraid of you anymore.
No, he knows who we're all talking about, and he is gonna take him.
This is a safe space, so I just kind of want to talk about how I'm feeling right now. And it's a weird cocktail of emotions, no pun on cocktail, that I like our team a lot. And we check off a lot of the boxes that I want to have in these drafts. And yet I'm immensely tilted. And I don't know how to reconcile those two things of liking our team and just being on absolute mega tilt. Maybe
Could I
articulate what I'm feeling?
I
Yeah,
mean, at least
think
we didn't have to take Jack Doyle, right?
Oh God, no way. No way.
Like imagine like last year Jack Doyle made sense, but imagine being in such a position this year that you felt you needed to take Jack Doyle in a fantasy draft.
Yeah, I never want to be in that position. I'll go to the waiver wire.
Would you
Pat,
would you say when we took Jarwin, we kind of starved the beast at tight end and started a little run here?
Yeah, baby. We started a run.
X. What is X doing? That's
all right. Take a shot. Everyone take a shot. X is not drafted a wide receiver yet.
Guys,
take a shot.
This guy literally spent $350 just because he hates us this much. And he's like, all year, he's going to be making so many wide receiver waiver claims just to try and just at the end of the year to send us the screenshot of like, oh, yeah, look at this robust draft. Like, I beat you.
I love X.
I'm going to lose $350 in productivity tomorrow because I'm going to be hungover as shit because this guy keeps making me take shots.
All right, so Pete, I think the reason you're tilted is because we don't have any wide receivers. I mean,
yes,
we're drafting these 0 running back targets as if we went 0 running back, but we didn't.
We're like we've turned it into an FFPC grinder.
Yeah, like this is just a regular FFPC draft.
Yeah,
like 90% of FFPC drafters would draft this. They probably wouldn't take Diggs in the 5th; they take Carson. But other than that, this is like a straight up FFPC draft. Like,
hey guys, I feel really bad for you.
Why?
I don't. I have 0 RB sensibilities, but not enough to make me, not take Ronald Jones.
Well, I'm with you there, Davis.
So then what are you complaining about? This is just a straight up good draft.
I want more wide receivers. They're like a warm blanket I wrap around me. Right now I'm out in the cold and I'm shivering and Blake Jarwin isn't keeping me warm.
Yeah, I think the pick that hurts actually is the Dak pick because the wide receiver was so dry there. Like normally
you have
Fuller.
But what do we take?
Fuller.
We're taking Debo there. Like it's just an egregious pick to take a wide receiver there.
I think we made the right pick, but I think in a typical draft we wouldn't have had to make that pick because Will Fuller would have fallen or someone like that would be there.
Do you see what Chris is about to do? He's gonna.
No one's saying do not acknowledge him. Do not acknowledge him.
Well, he just said, here it comes. So I think
I know what he's doing. And we know what you're doing, Chris.
It's not
We're
cute.
not impressed.
It's not funny. Yeah, we're not impressed, bro.
I will not give it any attention. I will ignore it.
I hope he knows that Tevin Coleman has baby twins with a rare blood disorder and that he's going to opt out.
Yeah, I'm not giving you any attention. This is what you want is attention. I'm not giving you. I went so wide. We're not even seeing your pick. We will ignore it. We will not talk about it. We will not mention it. Thank you.
When he does it, I'm going to lose my mind.
He didn't do it. He double tapped. Another psych out.
No, he thought that's who we meant.
He thought we wanted Josh Allen?
No, he thought we wanted.
He
took DeAndre Washington.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was out of the ball for a second.
That is very late for Josh Allen. That's got to be like
super late. Yeah,
that's got to be like 40 picks after ADP.
Yeah, which is another reason it's kind of sucks. We took Diggs, and then we were forced into taking Dak, which is worked out. But we could have gotten Josh Allen.
We were not. We let the draft come to us, except for when we didn't take Chris Carson.
Sometimes,
I'm not tilting the way we played it. I'm tilting that we're in the room with these guys.
Guys, the way to win fantasy leagues is you just draft value. Okay, like the guy has an ADP at 1.6 and he falls to you at 1.11. You draft it, you fist pump your buddies, you post it on Twitter, and everyone says sick value, bro. And that's how you win fantasy leagues.
Exactly.
Everyone knows that's how you win fantasy leagues.
VBD. It's a
Keyshawn Vaughn in the 12th round. You love to see it.
I mean, Keyshawn Vaughn might not play this year, right? Like that, like him just like not being on the field is like
If X
All
we're
right.
on watch, guys.
imagine
On a school night, I cannot do more shots.
imagine if X. I mean, does it like you can get out of the room? You don't have to, or with your last 2 picks, does it not let you take anyone but a wide receiver? Like
With him, yeah, he has to have a starting lineup.
He does have to starting lineup.
Wow, guys,
I'm tilting. I'm tilting so hard. Why did we take Antonio Gibson?
Yeah, I mean, I actually wanted to talk about N'Keal Harry there, but Davis fired off Gibson so fast.
Davis, just whenever we're on the clock, take a few fucking seconds to
let's talk to our options a little bit.
Guys, we still have
Yes. X.
guys.
Everyone's got to take a shot.
We have plenty of wide receivers we like.
He's trying to get me hammered on a school night.
I went through my whole mezcal.
What is going on?
All right, we are about to be on the clock. I think we all have one name.
There,
correct?
Davis, I will actually allow you to just select him. We have no choice.
Yeah,
we have choices. I mean, there are lots of wide receivers I like left. I don't know about you guys.
You have lots that you like.
Yeah, who are these wide receivers?
And don't mention the one we're gonna draft.
I like Preston Williams. I like Sammy Watkins.
Yeah, actually, I didn't realize he was still available.
I like Golden Tate. I like Paris Campbell. I like Alan Lazard.
Henry Ruggs isn't actually all that bad of a pick.
No,
we're taking Shenault, right?
We better be on the clock when you said that. We got to get Shenault. Hey, it's a Shenault dance party. Draft him. We're cutting away for a second. Dance party. Oh, that beat dropping for the Shenault dance party. Let's go.
Oh yeah, we got
Visca and Ronald Jones.
That's a sick draft. We're gonna make our listener league, Pete.
Hashtag SC banners. Hashtag SC reviews.
All the chat cares about is LaVisca.
I love it.
Literally, the whole chat is like, okay, we got him. This is very funny.
I mean, I'm tilting here, but the chat's happy. That's all.
What is there Okay, we got Ronald Jones. We got LaVisca Shenault. We got a top 5 quarterback. We stacked our top 5 quarterback. We have an elite wide receiver. We have an elite running back. What is there to possibly to tilt about this team? This is one of the 5 best teams I've drafted this offseason.
I love it. I love how psyched you are.
Hey, God, everyone in the chat, let's pile on Jay's calf. I mean,
everyone boo this man. Boo this man.
Come on.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know that.
I love the idea that somehow taking a guy 7 rounds ahead of ADP makes you a sheep sticking with the herd. We're lions. We're out there on the prowl.
No one is more of a lion than Pat, just going out of his way to draft Ronald Jones in every league. It's the most lion move I've ever seen in my life. Oh, Jay, you came into the sheep den, and the sheeps are boo-buying you.
Oh, the Consheeptious is coming after him. So okay, we need to take official wagers here. Do we think that X takes a wide receiver before the 18th round or the 19th round?
I will black out if he doesn't.
He's doing a bit.
Blackout.
This guy, it's Silva is paying someone to do a bit, I think.
Guilds is doing a bit where he actually drafts good.
Okay, guys.
Doing a bit where he doesn't draft a wide receiver. Everyone's doing a bit.
We're about to be on the clock in the 13th round. I think that our options here are Henry Ruggs.
I think we got to go Ruggs. We need the wide receiver upside.
Preston Williams.
I'm good with Ruggs or Williams.
So Williams, we have the fins up equity.
I like, and especially with the Hearns and Wilson news, that's a little bump for Preston there. I'm good with either. I mean, we're pretty invested in rookies with Lamb, Shenault. I kind of lean toward Preston, but I like both.
Are you good with Preston? I've not taken very much of him, but I'm
okay with Preston. Yeah,
with the opt-outs, I am very, very, because I think that even if they didn't want to play him, because undrafted undrafted rookies, their outcomes are just really wide. I think that even if they didn't want to play him now, their option would be Isaiah Ford.
I think there's a chance Preston Williams is a better player than Parker. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I think
we know he's better than Gesicki, so I think.
All right, mute him, kick him out, boot him.
All right, this is back. We got rid of Pat, who's been trying to slander. He's talking right now. He's screaming. You guys can't see him, but he's hitting his hands against the webcam, begging to get back. Oh my god.
Okay, so we have...
Dude, this is such a pejorative. Film grinders like Preston. I mean,
oh no. Well, you know who likes Preston Williams is Soccer Dad.
Oh my god, yeah, we're really struggling.
Yeah, it's really brutal. So
wait, X is up, guys. X is up.
I can't. X, I'm begging you. Like, it's really funny, but
I'm cracking a beer if he gets one.
So I just want to put this out there to the group. We have 6 wide receivers and 4 running backs.
Hang on, Davis.
It's just we do need to start thinking about the running back position, probably.
What's X going to do here?
He's taking another tight end. He's got to do it for the bit.
Do it. Go running back.
Oh, I can't.
Guys, he's not. I guarantee
double
you
quarterback.
Not a wide receiver.
I'm going to have to dig out Pedialyte from my basement.
Don't load up wide receiver.
Harrison Butker.
Yes.
So this guy is a sleeper agent, right? Like Silva sent him to like come and be this draft and be the robust RB guy.
This is so good. Who is this? This is such a good bit. This is a $350 bit.
It's a pretty good bit. You got to hand it to him.
My wife is going to leave me.
I'm gonna go get a beer.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty. I mean, if you're gonna do a bit, do it with Harrison Butker, right? I guess he's stacking the Chiefs.
This is the most disgusting thing.
If this guy's team beats us, like we just have to retire, right?
He's not. Harrison Butker in the 13th. I mean, as I always said, you got to go get your guys. It also gives them a lot of optionality to draft receivers later in the draft.
All right. Did not think I was going to be drinking this tonight, but
this is a good call because Pat, Draft Addict said he was going to get in his draft. I don't know who his team is. I think there's
Draft Addict drafts good.
He does, but he also is rich enough to just light off $350 to get me hammered. He's willing to do that.
That's a good point.
I actually need to. I'm already hammered right now, and we're in round.
Oh man, Jerick McKinnon goes. That's
a tough
sucks. One. That's very tough to take. That's not great.
So you're thinking we need to go running back here again?
Hang on, you guys have the access to this. Go look in the league page on the owner section. I want to know who X.
I will.
If it says Brian, is Brian doing
owners? Jeff Z.
I don't know who that is.
Do
you see Brian anywhere?
Yeah, he's Paper Champs FBG 11. Brian Harris.
Okay, Paper Champs. What slot is that?
I mean, I don't really think we're talking about how much of a disaster that McKinnon pick is. He was kind of needed for this construction.
No, Draft Addict is Paper Champs. Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill, Leonard Fournette, Cooper Kupp, Darren Waller, Murray. He's who took Kyle. Come on, Draft Addict. Landry, Gronk, Scott.
Got the yeah.
I can smell the alcohol coming off of Peter's breath from St. Louis right now.
I can feel it coming off my breath. This is I can't do this. This guy is literally getting me hammered on a Wednesday night for a bit. I would have gotten hammered for $350 that he just PayPal'd me. If he was like, just do.
You know he's taking a defense. He's definitely taking defense.
I'm not even going to leave. I'm not even going to get mad anymore. I'm just going to pour my shot.
Come on, X.
X going to give it to you.
He's got to go the
Jungle
Kansas City Chiefs defense, right?
Got to.
Just complete the stack.
Cheers. Cheers, X.
Josh is asking for a double shot if he takes the defense. I think a single shot will do, Josh.
I
we did not expect to be taking shots.
I don't know. I don't know if Peter's going to be able to end the stream. I don't know if he's going to be functional enough. Like the internet's just going to see Pete passed out on his floor.
I don't get drunk on Wednesday nights. How did this happen? It's a school night.
Do you have the Pedialyte, Pete?
I need to.
He took a defense, dude. He took a defense.
Pittsburgh defense.
X, baby.
Oh, man. X does not mess around.
So,
and by that, I mean he messes around.
What are we thinking for our 0 RB guy here?
I really like Raquel Armstead because I think Leonard Fournette's a terrible pick.
Yeah, Dusty. Yeah.
I'm into... I mean, that's probably the guy I like the most here.
Yeah.
I need to get a water.
Yeah, you do, buddy. Okay, so here's a question. We all agree that DeAndre Washington is like a 12th round pick now, maybe even more than that. Who do you like more between Darryl or Darwin?
Darwin just as an upside play. I mean, I think we know what Darryl is.
He was pretty good when he was in there. He just got hurt. All right, we took Raquel Armstead.
All right, cool.
So the guy, if we are looking for an upside shot, the guy I like in the next round is Lynn Bowden Jr., Pat.
I like him a lot. I was actually not going to say him because Robust for Life is a big sniper here.
Who?
Robust RB for Life.
Draft Raquel Armstead?
Yeah, dude.
I fucking get up to get water and we draft Raquel Armstead? The third running back on the Jags? We have to draft Minshew. We have to. Are you kidding me? Are we just loading up on Jags but not Minshew?
That's a good point.
Well,
Yeah, I make good points.
I mean, it was one of those things where I was going to mention Bowden, but Davis fired off the pick again. You got your...
We both agreed Raquel Armstead was the right pick.
Hey, Ramon, you have lost your...
I did prefer Armstead to Bowden. But Pete didn't get a say.
I don't get a say on anything that's going on anymore.
I mean, Pete wants us to take our second QB here.
No, I don't. I hate QBs.
I wonder.
Benjamin goes... Oh my God. Robust for Life. That dude, he's just a sniper, man. He's in the chat. He knows our guys.
Let's see what wide receivers are available. We're going to get us a wide receiver.
I'm feeling truly blessed right now that Peter does not have access to the draft screen.
I did put Hunter Renfrow in the queue, guys.
Yeah, I saw that. Fine with me.
He's a wide receiver. We need wide receivers.
No, I'm about to go off, comma king. People who say wide receiver is deep, you look at this list right now. You fucking sheep idiots.
If you tell me wide receiver is deep, you have to draft Hunter Renfrow as your wide receiver 3 in every draft. That's your punishment?
Are you fucking kidding me? Wide receivers deep.
Lynn Bowden Jr. outscores Hunter Renfrow straight up. You heard it here first?
Wow. I'll take that side bet.
Yeah, no, it's Renfrow, but Bowden Jr. way more likely to be on league-winning teams than Renfrow is for sure.
Yeah, the positional importance.
Get out of here.
More contingent money.
All right, Justin Jackson goes to Guilds.
Look at all these sick fish trying to talk themselves into wide receivers on the board. You guys are sick.
Yeah, I mean, Ashraf didn't even know about LaVisca in the 12th, dude. What a fish.
I already have a headache.
Oh my
God. Dude, I'm telling you, there's a sniper. You can't talk about our guys. He took Evans, Eno, and Bowden. That's like those are the
all right.
We have all those guys on the main.
So do we go do we take Sean Siegel's boy here? Or do we take
Siegel's boy?
Benny Snell.
Oh my God, that's
so
the
early.
point in the draft we're at? That's the
so
point
early.
in the draft we're at?
I'm good with Renfrow. I'm good with Robbie.
Hang on, are we on the clock right now?
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
50 seconds.
49 seconds.
Okay, let's just actually think this through. I need to look at some names. You said you like Golden Tate. Do we need to take Golden Tate? I'll take Golden Tate. I need a wide receiver.
We need a running back more.
We do?
Yeah, we don't need Golden Tate, dude.
Yeah, we need some sort of benefiting from fragility running
How
back.
much time do we have?
26
seconds.
This is the grossest shit
We
I've
have
ever
Anthony
seen in my
McFarland.
entire life.
We have Carlos Hyde. We have
God, is it Carlos Hyde?
Ito
season?
Smith.
I hate this team. I don't want to be. You guys decide.
Do we do
want any-
McFarland? Do you want to go with McFarland and come back and get Snell and take two shots
Yeah.
against Connor?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. We took McFarland.
Damian really following in this draft, you guys.
Gotta scoop him up. I'm gonna add Ito Smith to the queue.
I'm more of a Brian Hill guy myself, but
We're in the 15th round. It feels like the 19th round.
That's because there's a dude who just sniped all of our late round targets.
Literally Evans, Eno, and Bowden all go. Like, this guy's such an asshole.
Look, I like Eno. Eno in the 14th is a dumbass pick. Just straight up. You are worse than
fine.
X.
He's
I
like
would-
50. He's like 50-50 to be the actual handcuff with Edmonds.
shot.
It's a fine pick. It's just frustrating because I'm pretty sure you took him because we told you about him.
Yeah. I mean, the Bowden right before we go, like it's honestly rude. It is. It borders on being
Jack
uncouth.
is mad that we passed on Tate, and I am too.
You're upset we passed on Tate?
What is Golden Tate going to do for us? If Golden Tate is starting for us, our season is a nightmare. Like we've already lost.
If Anthony,
We have 6 wide receivers.
Anthony
like-
McFarland. Anthony McFarland is the RB7 on the Steelers. If X takes a not, he just has to take a wide receiver.
He doesn't have to take a wide receiver until the night.
Yes!
He took Golden Tate.
He took one. He took
Thank
Golden
you.
Tate.
He couldn't
This
even. He
show
couldn't
goes
even
to you.
stop. He couldn't even even in doing the bit. He couldn't stop himself from getting that value, so he can screenshot it to his friends later.
Such a sick value, bro.
He's like, check out this sick value on Golden Tate. Ignore the rest of the team, though.
Pat, this feels like our main event drafts that we do a day before the season.
It does. It feels a lot like that. Because all those running backs like Eno and Bowden, they all go way earlier. I mean, Eno's going to go in like the 11th round probably by September.
You're right.
Right?
Well, no
Davis is a
preaching.
guy. Yeah. Hey, the chat all wants me. Hey, my wife thanks X for finally drafting a wide receiver.
You still have to do
Unbelievable.
shots every time he picks, though.
No, the shots are over.
Shots are over. I will finish this Silva style by the end of the stream.
Okay, I mean, I think positional wise, we can take whoever we want.
Would you say it gives us a lot of optionality?
Yeah, option. Just there's a lot of optionality. We got a lot of Jaguars on this team, so we're betting on a rebound there.
Oh God, this isn't good. My wife just texted me. What did you say about me?
Oh, God.
Tell the Laird to text her and tell her to calm down.
She is not going to be happy.
Guys, this is a pretty classic FFPC draft. I think it probably won't get roasted too bad by the FFPC grinder. So what do you say we take Antonio Brown?
I mean, is there a bigger upside select? The thing about taking Antonio Brown is we're locked into cutting him, right? Like 0% chance.
I don't want to take him. He's suspended 8 games. We can't get him through.
In a weird way, I actually like taking him better in best ball because you're not tempted to cut him.
Hang on, can we talk about
Right.
Todd here? Todd says Todd had multiple references to just us getting eaten alive by a true high stakes grinder. I mean, can you imagine if someone who actually knew how to draft was in this thing? I mean, we would have been eaten alive, guys.
Eaten alive.
The Stooges would have been eaten alive by Todd Hunter. The Hunter finally found
Dude,
his
Todd Hunter. Todd Hunter and Henry Muto, they definitely would have known to draft any guy who fell 3 picks past his ADP and just crush.
God, it's so incredible to
awesome.
have a few oracles in our chat, just the all-knowing seers.
So are you guys going to attack me if I talk kicker strategy like you did to Blair?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But no, go ahead. I just don't see the point in drafting a kicker this early because it's not best ball. And so
I
you
mean,
can
I
pick
just
one up
I
off
really
waivers.
like to take Zane Gonzalez, but it's whatever.
What do you think of taking James Washington here or Gardner Minshew?
I think we should take Minshew.
You could also take Snell as kind of like a
we
two
should
bets against
not
Connor.
take Minshew because Minshew is going to be our very first cut. So why, like all of us all agree we are all in on the COVID, just total random stuff happening with COVID over the next month. Why would we take a quarterback? Yeah.
And we're betting against Connor, and we'll win if he goes down or something.
Yeah. Or if he gets put on the COVID list, we just grabbed two guys who are now top 10 round picks.
You good with that, Pete? Snell?
Yeah. We might as well draft the entire Steelers backfield.
We got to take Jalen Samuels in the next round.
No, I don't think he's going to make the team.
Wasn't he really, or he was put on COVID list or something?
Yeah, and there were rumors before that he probably wouldn't make the team. So
he was really bad last year. He had that one good game, and then he was terrible. Remember, he threw an interception and then hurt his knee on the same play.
I didn't remember that.
Stuff.
That's pretty wild. All right, so
guys, we should take Minshew.
What Pete? How does this? In what way does taking Minshew help our team?
If Chark and Shenault pop off, Minshew
is going to never start him over Dak Prescott.
Continue.
Yeah, we're never starting him over Prescott. I mean, double stacked Prescott. Good Lord.
So we hold him until Dak's week 10 bye week, and then we start him that week.
You guys are right, but I'm not gonna let it go.
This is like when I draft teams with like when I draft with Dink, he's always team like draft like the backup quarterback who falls like 4 rounds, and then you just realize you're gonna cut him and it's worth.
I know you're right, but I'm not gonna admit it.
All right, so I'm just adding a bunch of kind of late round dudes to the queue.
Late round dudes, that's what we've been doing for about 6 rounds, brother.
Interest in guys like Miles Boykin, Chase Claypool.
Did you guys hear what Jay said? Minshew gives us optionality.
So I will say my favorite late round picks now are
Gills took Antonio Brown, by the way.
What a fit.
Classic FFPC grinder.
He finally revealed his gills.
I think that the best late round picks this year are Andy Isabella and Miles Boykin. I think they have the most like DJ Shark potential.
I love it.
I think Miles Boykin has big time upside.
Yep. I mean, I think he probably should project right now as the opening day wide receiver 2 for the best offense in football, and he goes in the last round.
Yep. You want to grab him, or we're not up yet?
We're up in 1 pick, and robust RB for life. It's already gone. All right, Pete, we're taking Miles Boykin. You good with that, bro?
Do whatever the fuck you want.
And then with our final selection, I like Darwin the most.
I'm good with Darwin. I think Ito is pretty good.
Yeah, it just feels really good to be able to take Darwin Thompson again after I spent, like all of last year taking him in like the 7th round.
I think Ito and Reggie Bonifant are probably better picks because they have like direct lines to work.
Yeah.
My hot take: Mike Davis is C-Mac's backup.
Is he?
Is he even on the team? Mm-hmm. Like, can you confirm that he actually is on the roster? Do you know that for sure?
I will bet my life savings that Mike Davis is on the Panthers.
All right, I'm Googling him.
I see he could win the backup job from CBS Sports.
Yeah, and who wouldn't trust Dave Richards?
Any interest in Ito? I don't really like Ito that much.
So this is why I really liked Ito last year. This is why I like Brian Hill now. Actually, what Brian Hill was good at when he played for good is a relative term. What he was able to do on the field was pass catching, right? Like that was the thing that he demonstrated at least some ability to do. And that Gurley Gurley was so bad at catching passes after being so good at it in the years prior. I actually really think that Brian Hill might be like the passing down back there. Even how Ito could do it too. They both could be there. It's one of the reasons I'm sketched out about Gurley.
Ito has not been good, so I don't want to make too strong a bet on him.
Pat, do you have any response to this quote? I will write it to Elliot right now. He said, Ronald Jones quotes are fun, but in a way that is horrible, and I never want to hear about them. I'll write whatever you want me to write to him.
Is this why is this happening? Did he tweeted this to you, or he's just tweeting it?
No, he just tweeted it, but I'm willing to respond on your behalf, but it'll just come from me. It won't be associated with you at all. I just want you to know what you want me to respond.
I can I'll save it. I'll respond to him.
No, I want to respond. I want you to tell me what to respond. I'll literally write anything you want.
I don't know. I got nothing.
I mean, imagine that Pete is tilting this draft when we got literally every player that we like except for Lynn Bowden.
Yeah, and we didn't get N'Keal Harry, and we didn't get some other guys, but it's not been bad.
I mean, are we what do we think the range of outcomes is between N'Keal Harry and Preston Williams?
Yeah, I guess it depends. I'm worried about Williams because he got kicked off his college team and then had to recover.
Harry beats him at the high end. Yeah, Harry beats him at 80th percentile and higher, but I think their 30th through 70th percentiles look very similar.
Yeah.
I think you could even argue at 50th percentile Preston is better because he's already produced on the NFL, at the NFL level.
Okay, let's try this again, Pat.
Yeah, although I think he has a lower floor as well.
I mean, he could just be benched.
Wait, Pat, you got a response to this one?
Hang on, I'm trying to look up Darwin Thompson's chance of being the backup. Darwin. All right, DeAndre Washington could split snaps with CEH during the first month of the season, according to the beat on this walkthrough. The other two running backs are Darwin Thompson and Darrell Williams. Well, that's not very helpful. We already knew that.
I mean, Darrell and Darwin are competing for the last roster spot, and it will be whoever is better at special teams that makes it as the third running back.
Then I would say let's take Brian Hill. If you think Hill's the way to fade Gurley, not Ito.
So I think that not only does Hill have
Hill on the podcast, that's the only reason he likes him.
I mean, the reason why I think that Hill is better is first of all, he's got NFL size, right? So he's like 30 pounds heavier than Ito is. I think if Gurley was to get injured, I think he's so much more likely to step in that role than Ito would be.
I like Darwin.
I like Darwin too.
Darwin's not a lock to make the team, and we got a dude with huge contingent value potentially.
But I mean, think of the contingent value. If CH gets hurt, bro.
Think of the optionality for us.
But Darwin's not a big dude. Darrell Williams would be involved too.
Yeah, but Darwin, you ever seen a picture of him? Guy's rocked up.
Have you ever heard the steady drumbeat? We let you have
the steady drumbeat. All right, fine. You guys can have Darwin.
Let's go, Davis. Let's go.
Did we take him?
We got him. Yeah. It was only 6 seconds left. I didn't.
I thought we got auto drafted.
No, I got you.
You guys hear
that? So we got to take.
That's the steady drumbeat.
The drumbeat.
This whole draft is a bit. The whole draft is just a bit.
Me being hungover tomorrow isn't going to be a bit.
Man, I don't know why you guys are tilting. This is just a straight up good FFPC team.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's not bad.
It's not an ideological draft. It's not very flashy. There's just a lot of players who are really good at fantasy football.
It's still a bit though.
Well, so we took Ronald Jones and we took LaVisca and we took freaking Zach Moss in the 9th round. So
all right, go ahead and that Elliott tweet.
Can we talk about X? So he has Travis Kelce, Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, Ian Thomas, Greg Olsen, And sometimes you got to plan for downside risk of all those guys getting hurt and drafting Will Dissly.
I mean, someday we should aspire to be in a place in our life where we have nothing better to do with 2 hours and $350 than draft a bit to get Peter drunk.
I mean, one could argue that is what we just did.
It's true.
Oh
what kicker are we taking?
All right, let's pull up Paulson's rankings.
Paulson,
by the way, did not update Rojo on his
take,
rankings yet.
We should take Dan Bailey probably.
Oh, great! Yeah, it's a stack. That's a
little sneak peek on the establish the runs
not
rankings.
A stack. Dan Bailey is a kicker for the.
Everybody plug whatever ranks you want. Paulson, plug Sports Grid, plug ETR. Anyone
I don't
rankings they want to plug.
I don't do kicker rankings.
Oh wow! Guess I'm canceling my subscription to Sports Grid.
For ETR, I just wanted to say they have Ronald Jones in the top 70 overall for the first time, so it's a good day. And I was going to use Paulson's kicker rankings, so I don't believe we have those.
I mean, I guess we probably just take. Actually, I like Jake Elliott, right?
I like some young hoes.
He's gone.
Is he? No, he's not. Oh, he just went to fucking Guilds. That guy's been a real thorn in my side.
Yeah, he waited 5 years in his fantasy career to draft a good team until he was on stream with ship taking.
Do you know what I love about Guilds' Twitter avatar? It's like, so
it's stupid.
Daniel Jones's nickname is Danny Dimes. So it's like, what if you put his face on a dime? I mean, then it's like Danny Dimes. Do you get it?
Do we like Jake Elliott, Dan Bailey, or Kaimi Fairbairn?
Well, Dan Bailey used to be on the Cowboys, so he kind of fits with our stack.
Yeah, I mean, I love Dan Bailey. Like not even a joke. I actually love him.
He's on Minnesota now.
In Minnesota.
What happened?
They play indoor.
Cat
That's
likes
a little bit
Fairbairn.
of an edge, right?
Fairbairn's sort of a stack with Hopkins, even though he's in Arizona now.
Yeah. Okay. We took Fairbairn, but that was the dumbest thing that's been said on this show.
No, because the horizontal raid loves stalling out at the 4-yard line, and Cliff calls in Fairbairn to kick the field goal. His favorite thing to do in the world.
Again, doesn't play for Arizona. I talked about taking Zane
Arizona
round.
Who does he play for? Who do we just draft?
The Houston Texans kicker. Bill O'Brien loves to kick field goals too.
Bill O'Brien runs his goal line offense out of the shotgun, so I think we're good.
The reason I like that pick is Robust RB for Life took Deshaun Watson, so this is a hedge against his team. Deshaun Watson all out in the red zone. Fairbairn trots on the field, and we get those points.
By the way, Peter, you stepped on my joke, and I was going to say my favorite thing about Guild's avatar is that I never have to see it because I have his dumb shit account muted.
All right, what defense do we like here?
I don't
like
even know
Tampa
the
Bay.
week. I don't even know the week 1 matchups.
Well,
Tampa Bay we can stack with Rojo, you know?
none of this matters because there's not even going to be a season.
Well, my dopamine receptors don't know the difference, bud.
I know, mine don't either. Pat, pull up week 1 matchups. I'm sure Silva has already done a breakdown on the best.
He has, but
one covering week 1 match.
we're the only.
Oh, yeah, you are channeling Silva right now. Can we get a Silva impression?
I have almost downed it. Let's see how many ounces this is. This is 101.4 fluid ounces, and I've almost downed it. This is what X did to me. I'm going to be up peeing all night thanks to X.
All right, what do we got here, guys? I mean, New England defense.
You could literally pick any defense.
I had in the main event last year, I had a Christian McCaffrey New England Patriots defense team that went undefeated for the first 8 weeks. It was beautiful.
Are people fading New England now because everyone's opted out? They're still the 3rd-ranked defense by Paulson.
I love RotoViz, but how do none of the rankers have a defensive rank in here right now? I mean, Hassan, are you still watching this, brother? I mean, I know we give you guys lots of free publicity, but if you guys don't get your fucking defensive rankings in here, I'm going to start drafting. off the top of my head.
I mean, if there's a defense that's likely to just have one of those nuclear seasons, I actually think it's probably the Bears.
Interesting.
Because they have Khalil Mack and they just play that really aggressive style. They blitz a lot and they,
Hassan,
All right. I'm good with
well,
the Bears.
the problem with the Bears is that they never trail though, or they're never ahead. You really want a defense that's going to be ahead in their games.
hang on, let
And
me
we probably want Tampa Bay.
let me speak to Hassan. Hassan, do some fucking defensive ranks, or I'll never mention Rotoviz on the show ever again.
He doesn't do ranks at all. He doesn't do offensive ranks.
Hassan,
Oh my god.
you're fired.
Oh, Pete, come on.
Pete, too far.
What
Hassan,
are you doing?
you're fired.
Pete.
Someone kick Pete off the show.
Pete, yeah. Pete.
I'm the producer. It's been a great stream, one of the best streams. No
Can you
one.
kick me off? Kick me off.
What about the Rams? Rams defense.
Vince McVay is one of the brightest young minds.
All right, let me see the week
dude.
one schedule because we don't want to spend fab on our week one defense, right?
Right.
Uh,
Are we up?
no, we're close though. We have 2 picks. The Patriots play the Dolphins week one.
The Eagles play Washington.
Okay, yeah, there
that
we
seems
go.
pretty
That's
optimal.
that's what we want. Yeah. Wow, we're officially to the part of the season where you Google the week one matchups. Pretty exciting if there's any chance that the season happens.
I know.
My dopamine receptors don't care.
All right, I'm
All right,
drafting Philly, boys.
Philly, yeah, there we go.
All right, it's done.
Thank God.
Pete, you need to go sleep it off, pal.
All right. Well, at first, Pete, I want to get a review from this team from you. How are you feeling?
Yeah.
I know there were times where you're feeling pretty down. You still feeling down?
I'm gonna look. Oh my God, that's a lot of green. I can't believe it. I mean,
Bring it up on the draft board.
no, because I can't see everything on a draft board.
Oh, okay.
It's all here in one package. I'm going to give my take once I get this. All right. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. This draft had a lot of optionality, and that's what was nice. And we have a lot of Cowboys, and Evan Silva says they're going to be good. So it's nice to have all the Cowboys that aren't the best Cowboys. You know, like anytime you can stack the Cowboys without Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup, you got to do it. Anytime you can get 3 Jaguars without their quarterback, you got to do it. Anytime you got to draft a running back in the first round and destroy your brand, you got to do it. Anytime you have to fucking draft Ronald Jones as a bit, you got to do it.
Wasn't a bit. It was
Not a bit.
It was a great pick.
He's a value in the 6th.
Anytime you can draft the Steelers' 5th and 6th running back and handcuff them together against like 16 different
That was maybe where the draft got away from us a little bit. I'll agree with this criticism.
Anytime you can draft a guy like DeAndre Hopkins who's changing teams, and that historically has not been a good thing, you got to do it.
Well, and throw the pandemic in there.
Anytime you can draft Stephon
We actually
Diggs,
have 2 guys who changed teams in Diggs and Hopkins.
And one of them is going to play with Josh Allen now.
anytime you can draft Stephon Diggs whose quarterback couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, you got to do it. Anytime you can draft Miles Boykin, who was like one of the worst receivers of all time last year, you got to do it.
He wasn't. He was fine.
He was fine.
Anytime you can draft Zach Ertz, who's like 47 years old and just relies solely on volume and catches the ball and falls down, you got to do it. Anytime you could draft Blake Jarwood, who like I literally even don't know what he looks like. And, I'm just told like he plays in the Cowboys offense and is so good that he couldn't even beat out Jason Witten for like 19 years. You got to do it. And anytime Philadelphia plays whoever, Washington, like sure they're going to get a pick 6. You got to do it. And anytime you think Ka'imi Fairbairn is stacked with the Cardinals to hedge against Cliff Kingsbury not getting in the end zone, you got to do it. But then you realize that he's actually on the Texans, but it's great because that team out of the 2 will drafted Deshaun Watson, and it's nice way to gain leverage on him. Great team. I love it.
Oh my god! All right, I'm glad you came around.
But you didn't say. Here's the thing: you didn't say anything mean about Chenault, and I don't believe that you don't like the team until you say something mean about Chenault.
Hang on, I gotta tell my wife that the jug's almost gone.
All right, how do you feel, Davis? I imagine you must feel much better than Pete.
So, I don't love Zach Moss and Antonio Gibson as our running backs 3 and 4. However, that is sort of placated by the fact that, pretty much we expect Diggs, Lamb, Chenault, and Jarwin should be our weekly flex stars. We are not one of those teams that is going to be trying to start running backs at the flex on a weekly basis. We're pretty much accepting that we are going to be starting pass catchers there. And, obviously we like, you and I both really like Ronald Jones. We are not worried about having to bench him for Zach Moss week 1. There are going to be teams that are drafting Ronald Jones as their fourth running back and being like, well, I don't know if I can start that guy. So I think you can really only take Jones where we took him if you're just ready to start him and eat the lumps when they come. So I feel great about this team. Also, when we took Shark, again, I think that the Chenault Shark a little bit, it is a bet against each other. So, maybe Sutton over Shark would have been making me feel better about the final product, but I really like Shark too.
I agree with that point on Shark because then we reach for Chenault by arguably 5 rounds. So you are by using that extra draft capital, I would say you are making a bet against Shark. I think McLaurin or Sutton or even maybe DK in retrospect would have been a better pick. But I like Shark and, hopefully he'll at least start the season strong before Chenault overtakes him.
And I unilaterally like all of our late round guys, other than the pick I wish that we had that was different was Lynn Bowden Jr. instead of Anthony McFarland.
But he was gone.
We got sniped. Yeah. We couldn't have taken Lynn Bowden Jr. instead of Armstead, right? Or could we have? We
could have taken Lynn Bowden instead of Armstead.
Yeah, that slight tactical error there, I think, but probably fine.
All right, guys. This has been a great stream. To end things, all of us are going to throw up the X. Everyone, X going to give it to you. This has been Ship Chasing.
Wait, pull up the draft board. I got to see how X.
Yeah, can we review X's team real quick?
So X, you know what? You got to say, at the end of the day, the Will Dissly pick, I think, really tied the room together.
Yeah, dude, that's wild. He goes back to tight end.
My favorite thing is anytime you can draft back-to-back guys with asterisks next to their name, you got to do it to end the draft. And
the thing about this format is that you can't, you only have 2 flexes. So he has, 6 tight ends?
Hey, Pat, do you know what we call that? Optionality.
How are you going to start all those tight ends, dude?
All right. This has been a great stream. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. Follow Davis on Twitter at Davis Mattek. Follow Pat on Twitter at Pat Corain. Subscribe to Sports Grid. Subscribe to Establish the Run, the only place doing week 1 matchups.
The only place doing week 1 NFL DFS content.
Subscribe to Ship Chasing. Get Pedialyte. Have 2 Advils. Drink an entire
hashtag SC banners.
Hashtag SC banners.
Oh, we should say, if you have not already done so, and you want to be in our listener league, we're going to do the drawing next Wednesday. So submit a iTunes review. If you've already done an iTunes review,
I'm submitting this team that we just drafted to SC banners.
Do it so use hashtag SC Kentucky and then send a screenshot of a team you've drafted with Ronald Jones or LaVisca Chenault and an iTunes review. That's all you got to do. 2 things. A team with Visca or Rojo and an iTunes review and hashtag SC Kentucky, and you will be in the drawing for the Listener League, which we'll do next Wednesday.
Thank you, everyone. My name is Peter Overzet.